Welcome back to the Niagara Learning Channel. Well, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to look at alarms and sending alarms via email, and we can also send alarms via SMS, but that's using an email to SMS module basically. It's not a module, that's incorrect. It's a service, a web service. So first of all, let's sort out an email account for us. So at the moment in services we don't have an email account, so let's click on that and go to email, and we bring in across the email service and we'll drop it into services. Click on OK, and that's your email service there, and then we're going to drag across an outgoing account and drop it into services, and then we're going to set up that outgoing account. So I'm going to use Gmail, so the host name is smtp.gmail.com. it's using port 587. My account, well, I shall put my email account in there, and my password I will put in there, and then we want use start TLS true, reply to, you can just do info and then put the address in, paul at mattking.org.uk, and we'll leave that as it is. Use authentication, spell that right, transport SMTP, and that should be it. So let's save that, and let's just send us a test message out and see whether it sends. So actions, send from Paul undo testing email from Mac36NL station. So I'm going to put you on pause while we get that email. So that email's failed, still in the queue size 1, but the status is down. So what I'm going to do is change that to that, save it. In fact, what I will do is I will switch it off, save, and I'll switch it back on again, save, and see if that email goes now. So it's still failed and it's down to the password, so I'm going to put another password in and save that, turn that off, save, and turn that back on. Need to get this email sent so we know it all works. So let's see what happens now. Put you on pause again. Okay, this time it's failed still. It's gone in the number discarded, and the email is saying there must be at least one email to CC or BCC fields. So I thought I put an email in there, but let's do that again. So views, actions, send. I probably didn't put anything in there, so let's just go from Paul, put in to Paul, and we go testing second time, paste that into there, go OK. So there's one in there. Put you on pause because it does it about every 60 seconds. No point in waiting. So So that's now sent. Number sent is a 1, so I'm happy now that that email and password and everything is working. So we'll wait for the email coming through. I'll put you on pause again. So this was the email, I've just snipped it there, testing second time. So we've got that email now, so we know that the email service works, so we can carry on. So let's go to the Niagara system. So drivers, Niagara network, and see what we've got here. I don't think we've got anything in here. Just wait for it to load. Sometime today would be fine. That's slow. Come on. Okay then, so let's do a new station, Niagara station, and we'll call it Max King IP address. Username, password true, go OK. Right click, actions, ping. Okay, that's down. Okay, so that's, see this org.bouncycastle.tls here? That's what I was looking for. So I'm just going to go to the platform and go into certificate management, and then click the allowed hosts and approve that host. Come back out of that, right click, actions, ping. Right, so now we're connected to save the server, and all your points will go there. Now I want to have an alarm if this server goes down. So if this is not communicating, I want this station to send me an alarm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go into alarm services, and I'll just duplicate that default alarm class and call it server down. And then I want to go to email, bring across an email recipient, put that into the root alarm, put my email address in there, send the alarm using the outgoing account. I don't need any BCCs, I don't need the languages, I can leave that all as it is. I don't want to know if it's to normal, I just want to know if it goes default to normal. I don't need an email to tell me that it's gone back to normal. So anything in this server down class will send an email to Max King Limited. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to do SMS email. And I'm going to link that to that. And then I'm going to change that to 07703 12345 That's not my proper telephone number. It's tlocal.co.uk. So it will send an alarm via SMS, email to SMS. So I'll get it via an SMS if that was my correct number, which it isn't. But if it was, I would get an SMS if it went into alarm. Now, you need to have an account or well, not an account, you need to register with txtlocal.co.uk. And let me put you on pause and bring across some information there. So this is my account that I'm in at the moment. I've just snipped that information, and you can see I've got 89.5 text credits, and I can buy more if I want to. And the control panel I'm in is control.txtlocal.co.uk, but if you go to txtlocal.co.uk, you can register your own account. And then the costs for that, let me just close that and do a new snipping on my other screen. And the costs for that is here. So 1,000 credits is £49 plus VAT. So I can have 1,000 SMS for £49. Naturally, you only want to do SMS for critical alarms, like the server is down. So I'm going to save that because I've not saved it. So it's still set at outgoing account, and it's going to send that text message. And what I'll do is I'll put you on pause, and I'll just change that to my number now. Right, that's now changed to my number, so I will get an SMS now to my mobile. The good thing about the textlocal.co.uk, you can assign email addresses. Sorry, I'm looking at the other screen, so that it can only come from your from your email address. So if I go to email to SMS, and if I just do a snapshot of that screen, you can see that the authorized email address is maxkinglimited@gmail.com. so no one else can use your service. It's got to be maxkinglimited@gmail.com that actually sends the email before you can actually use your service. And our outgoing account is maxkinglimited@gmail.com, and which we know that works. So at the moment, nothing's going to be sent to us because we haven't done anything with the server down alarm. So what we need to do now is go back into the Niagara network. I'm going to views, and I'm going to go wire sheet. So this is my Niagara station, my main server, for example. And if that goes into alarm, I want this station, this YouTube for download station, I want this to send me an SMS and an email to tell me that my main server is down, so that I can go in there and find out why. So we need to put an alarm, we need to attach alarm to that. So what's the best thing for that for me is I use Kit Control, and I use a status demux, and that will be down at the bottom. It's there. Bring the status demux across, and then I link that into the bottom there because it's not showing the pin. So I link it into the bottom, and then I can go in status there at the top and go OK. Now you want to show the pin. Let me just cut that. Right click, pin slots, and I can click the in status there. You got an in status Boolean, enum, numeric and string, but we only want the in status. So I can take that now, and instead of going to the bottom, I can just go to that. So everything is okay at the moment. There's no alarms. Now you only really need the down, but what I normally do, and it's a preference, is I just bring a logic block across there, I bring an OR gate across there, and I put in the alarm, the down and the fault. So any one of them will create me an alarm. And then I need an alarm. So new Boolean writable server alarm exclamation mark, and I can put that into there. Again, it won't do alarm at the moment because we haven't attached an alarm to it. So if I go to the server alarm there and then go to my modules down here, and put in alarm module, and then go to my extensions, and with this being a boolean, I need to bring a boolean state across. Go OK, go into that, and I'm just going to put server alarm exclamation mark, please check the server. Normal, I can just put server healthy, not that I'm going to get an email when it's normal. Server alarm healthy, and then this is where you're going to change the class now. So I'm going to change the class to server down. So when we've got a problem with the server, it will send an email saying server alarm, please check the server, and then the normal text is just server alarm healthy. Save that, and what I'll do is I'll give it 5 seconds and 5 seconds inhibit time, just in case there's a blip there. Save, and I will go in and I'll change the text to server down, server healthy. You don't need to do that, I just tidying it up a bit, that's all. So now we need to create an alarm. Well, because I've got an OR gate there, I can easily just put an alarm into there without the server being down, or I could actually try and make the server down. That probably takes some time, but I presume it probably be the better way. I can put you on pause. So if I put a wrong password in there, so if I put in and go OK, hopefully that will go down. Still got the unact at the moment. Keep pinging it. I'll tell you what, I'll put you on pause until it goes down. Okay, that's now down. So views wire sheet, we've got down there, so we've got this one and this one is true, so down an alarm, and the alarm's been sent. Now there is another way of doing this without any of this lot, and you could actually, in fact I'll leave that as it is. You can go, if you go into the Niagara station and go to alarm source info, you can actually change that to server down, and then anything with the alarm class server down, so it will send this information to the alarms into here. So you got the total alarm count there. Let me expand that. Pin slots, time of alarm, unact, open, total. There we go. So there's the time of the alarm, and that's all the information there for the alarm. And so basically what I'm trying to say is you don't need to go through all that lot just to put an alarm on a station wire sheet. You don't need all this if you don't want to. It's just the way I do it. I can see straight away it's an alarm. Visual, mind you can see it's an alarm just with the background there, but that's the way I do it. But you can just put an alarm point directly onto the station, and that will email across. So I presume if I go into outgoing, so there we've got 3 emails being sent. So I should get an email now. Well, I should have got a text message and I should have got an email. Let me just put you on. So this is my SMS. I don't know if you can actually see it there, but that's the SMS that I got. I think when I go closer it will go off the screen, but that's the SMS that I got. So we know the SMS system works. Now for the email. Let me put you on pause again. and this is the email that I got. I just snipped it from my email. Source server alarm, timestamp of that, priority alarm class server down, text server alarm, please check the server. So that gives you a good idea of how to send alarms. So setting up your email service and then setting up your alarms for checking your server, or even alarm of a particular plant. So if we've got a plant in here, if we go into logic, and if we go to the inputs, there's nothing there for that, but let's go to fan core unit, views, wire sheet, and have we got an alarm here anywhere? That's set point, safety fire. Okay, so that's one alarm there, safety, so it's true at the moment, so true will be healthy. So what we can do, there's nothing in there at the moment, so we want to go into logic and inputs, and we're using UI4. So if I expand UI4, take the boolean change across, go OK. So true is actually healthy in this case, so let's put that to change that so the alarm value is actually false. We'll leave it at alarm class because it's not a server down now, so it can just be the default alarm class, and then we turn that off. There's your alarm. We go back into that would be emailed to me. No, it won't, because I haven't put anything on there, so I won't get an email. So let's do that now. Let's just expand the pin slots a little bit. And put that to there. And then that alarm will be emailed to me. So if I go back and take it out of alarm and put it back into alarm, emergency active, emergency inactive. So that email will then be coming out. So if I go straight into my email outgoing account, it's there, it's queued, ready to send, and then that will send to my email address only. It won't send an SMS because I haven't asked it to do that, because I'm going back a bit more. Let me just go straight into it instead of using the back button. So I've just pointed that directly to email, so it won't send me an SMS. The only SMS I will get is from the server down alarm. And then if you want to see all your alarms, you can bring in your console. So this console under recipients here, so under alarms, console recipient, you can put that in there, click that to that, click that to that, and then that shows you the alarms of what's been going on. I can acknowledge them. Server's still in alarm, so let's put that back to out of alarm. Let's move that up there, we don't need that. That's out of alarm now. We'll just prove that. Server healthy. And let's take that one that we had and let's put that back to healthy. Actions, emergency active. So that's now healthy. And then if I go into my alarm service, console recipient, those are the ones that are healthy. They're now green. Acknowledge. These are all ones, I presume. Force clear. Don't need them. So we have no alarms anymore now. And you can do all sorts of things in here. You can add alarms for different things, adding them up, the in-alarm account there, or the total alarm count. You can add them up and display them on a graphic. But that's about it. Okay, thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.